The world of K-pop has seen many visuals, but once in a lifetime a star emerges who does not just break the mold, but completely shatters every single boundary of conventional beauty standards. Imagine a face so perfect it is legally classified as a national treasure by the most prestigious fashion authorities. Imagine a deep voice that shakes the ground you walk on paired with a visual that looks like it was plucked straight out of a high fantasy novel. Today we are diving into a story that has sent the entire internet into an absolute meltdown. A story that confirms what stays have known since day one, but is now being shouted from the rooftops of the global fashion industry. We are talking about none other than the sunshine of Stray Kids, the icon himself, Felix. Something massive just happened in Japan, and it is changing the way we look at beauty standards forever. If you thought you knew everything about his impact, think again, because this latest update from 25 and Japan is about to blow your mind and leave you questioning how one human being can possess this much power. The fashion world is often cold and hard to impress, but every now and then an individual comes along who forces even the most elite editors to stop and stare. Recently, 25 and Japan, a magazine known for its incredibly high standards and its focus on the most luxurious lifestyles, dropped an article that has since gone viral across every social media platform imaginable. The title alone was enough to send fans into a frenzy. They did not just call him a talented idol or a great performer. No, they went much further than that. They officially recognized Felix as a national treasure-level handsome face. This is not just a compliment, it is a declaration. It is a statement that places him in a league of his own far above the fleeting trends of the season. But what exactly led to this moment, and why is the world suddenly obsessed with every single freckle on his face? This is the story of an evolution that started with a complex and ended with a global beauty revolution. Let us take a trip back in time to understand the magnitude of this achievement. In the early days of his career, Felix was known for many things: his incredible dancing, his low-register rap, and his bright personality. But there was one feature he was always a bit shy about: his freckles. In an industry where porcelain-smooth skin was the golden rule for years, Felix felt the pressure to hide his natural marks. He would often ask makeup artists to cover them up, feeling that they did not fit the idol image. But then something shifted. Around the year 2022, we began to see a change in direction. Felix started to embrace his natural skin. He started to show the world that his freckles were not something to be hidden, but were in fact his greatest trademark. This shift in confidence was the catalyst for everything that followed. It was the moment he stopped trying to fit into a box and started building his own empire. The 25 and Japan article focuses heavily on this specific evolution. They describe him as an icon of our time who has evolved into a unique and unparalleled figure by using makeup to his absolute advantage. This is not just about looking good, it is about the art of visual storytelling. The article highlights how his visuals combine androgynous features with a realistic human touch. This balance is what makes him so captivating to a global audience. He is not just a distant star on a stage, he is a symbol of self-acceptance. Fans are drawn to his visuals because they feel both ethereal and grounded. When you look at Felix, you see someone who looks like a prince from a fairy tale, but you also see the raw beauty of human nature through his freckles and his expressive eyes. But it is not just about his face. The impact Felix has on Gen Z beauty trends is nothing short of legendary. Have you noticed how fake freckles have suddenly become the biggest trend on TikTok and Instagram? Have you seen the rise of rosy cheek makeup that stretches from the top of the cheeks all the way to the eyes? These are not coincidences. These are direct results of the Felix effect. The article explicitly points out that since the spread of makeup that creates fake freckles, particularly among Gen Z who admire him, he has become a primary source of beauty inspiration. He has inspired an entire generation to stop hiding their perceived imperfections and instead turn them into high fashion statements. This is the true power of a national treasure. It is not just about being handsome, it is about changing the culture. The article also delves into his use of two-dimensional makeup with shimmering glitter around the eyes. This look has become synonymous with Felix during Stray Kids performances. It creates a visual that is so striking it feels like he has stepped out of a manga or an anime. Netizens have been losing their minds over this description. One fan on Twitter wrote that seeing Felix being recognized by such a prestigious magazine feels like a win for every person who ever felt different. Another netizen commented that his influence on Gen Z is undeniable because he represents a new kind of masculinity that is both powerful and gentle. This gentleness is something the 25and's article highlights as well, mentioning how it contrasts with his powerful performances in group activities. This duality is exactly why he has gained a fan base that transcends all boundaries of age, gender, and geography. If we look at the reactions from the K-nets and J-nets, the sentiment is overwhelmingly positive. Many are calling him the ultimate visual king and saying that his face belongs in a museum. There is a specific kind of pride that comes with seeing an idol represent the industry with such elegance and class. People are pointing out that his work with luxury brands like Louis Vuitton has only solidified this image. He is no longer just a K-pop idol, he is a global fashion icon. The way he carries himself on the red carpet and at international fashion shows has proven that he can hold his own against the biggest stars in the world. And the best part is that he does it all with a humble and kind heart, which only makes his visual even more beautiful to those who follow him. The storytelling of his career is one of constant growth. From the boy who was almost eliminated from the survival show that formed Stray Kids to the man who is now being celebrated by 25and's Japan, the journey has been emotional for every stay. We remember the tears, we remember the hard work, and we remember the moment he finally felt comfortable in his own skin. That is why this article feels so personal to the fans. It is a validation of his journey. It is a reminder that being yourself is the most powerful thing you can do. When the article talks about him as a national treasure, they are talking about his spirit as much as his face. They are talking about the light he brings to the stage and the way he treats everyone around him with respect and love. Now let us talk about the specific beauty trends he has popularized. The rosy cheek makeup, also known as the blush look that sits high on the cheekbones, is something that has taken the beauty world by storm. It gives off a youthful, slightly flushed appearance that looks incredible under stage lights. Felix has mastered this look, making it his own by pairing it with delicate glitter and his signature freckles. Gen Z has taken this look and run with it, making it a staple of modern makeup routines. It is amazing to see how one person can influence the cosmetic industry on such a massive scale. Brands are now looking at his style for inspiration when creating new products. This is the definition of a trendsetter. The term national treasure is often used in Japan to describe individuals who are seen as the pinnacle of their craft or who possess a beauty that is considered a gift to the world. For Felix to be included in this conversation by a Japanese publication is a huge honor. It shows that his popularity in Japan is reaching unprecedented heights. Stray Kids as a whole have always had a strong presence in Japan, but Felix is carving out a specific niche as a fashion and beauty leader. His ability to pull off any look, from the most avant-garde high-fashion pieces to a simple casual outfit, is what makes him a favorite for photographers and stylists alike. But what does this mean for the future of K-pop visuals? We are seeing a move away from the cookie-cutter perfection of the past. More and more idols are being encouraged to show their unique traits. Felix is at the forefront of this movement. He is proving that uniqueness is the new standard of perfection. His influence means that the next generation of idols might not feel the need to hide their freckles or their unique features. They will look at Felix and see that it is possible to be a national treasure exactly as you are. This legacy is perhaps even more important than the magazine covers and the brand deals. As we look at the photos from the article, we see a man who is completely at peace with himself. Whether he is standing on a grand staircase or performing on a massive stage, his presence is undeniable. The way he uses his makeup to enhance his natural beauty, rather than mask, it is a lesson for all of us. The 25and's article is not just a report on a celebrity, it is a celebration of individuality. It is a reminder that we all have something unique that can be turned into our greatest strength if we only have the courage to embrace it. Fans are already speculating about what is next for Felix. With this level of recognition, will we see more solo fashion projects? Will he become the face of a major beauty brand? The possibilities are truly endless. What we do know for sure is that the world is watching. Every move he makes, every look he debuts is scrutinized and admired by millions. And yet, through it all, he remains the same kind-hearted person who cares deeply about his members and his fans. This balance of superstar status and genuine personality is what makes him a true icon. The impact of this article has also sparked discussions on online forums about the definition of handsome in the modern era. Many argue that Felix has redefined masculinity by showing that it can be soft, artistic, and experimental. This has resonated deeply with Gen Z, who value authenticity and self-expression above all else. By being himself, Felix has given permission to millions of others to do the same. This is the kind of influence that goes beyond music and enters the realm of cultural transformation. As we wrap up this deep dive into the 25 and Japan article and the legend of Felix, it is clear that we are witnessing the height of his career. But knowing Felix, this is likely just the beginning. He is someone who is always looking for ways to improve, to grow, and to surprise us. Whether it is through a new song, a new dance, or a new groundbreaking fashion look, he never fails to keep us on our toes. The title of national treasure is well-deserved, but to his fans, he has always been a treasure regardless of what any magazine says. So what do you think about Felix being named a national treasure-level handsome face by 25 and's Japan? Do you think he is the most influential visual in K-pop right now? And which of his iconic beauty looks is your absolute favorite? Is it the glitter, the high blush, or the natural freckles that win your heart every time? Let us talk about it in the comments below, because we know you have thoughts on this. This is the kind of news that needs to be celebrated, and we want to hear your take on the Felix revolution. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button if you are proud of Felix and everything he has achieved. Share this video with your fellow stays so they can join the conversation. And if you want to stay updated on all things K-pop, from the latest fashion news to the most emotional idol stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. We have so much more coming your way, and you do not want to miss a single second of it. Thank you for hanging out with us today and celebrating the national treasure that is Felix. We will see you in the next one, where the drama and the visuals never stop. As we leave you today, just remember the words of the article. Felix is an icon of our time who has turned his features into an unparalleled advantage. Let that be an inspiration to you. Whatever it is that makes you different might just be the thing that makes you a treasure. Keep shining, keep being yourself, and keep supporting the idols who make this world a little brighter every single day. See you next time for more deep dives and viral moments in the world of entertainment. According to you, what will be the next step for this idol? Let us keep the discussion going, and we will be back soon with another story that you simply cannot miss. Until then, stay obsessed and stay tuned.